Welcome to your morning mobility routine. This sequence is a perfect sequence, short and sweet, but effective. It will just make you feel so revitalized and energized for the day. In this sequence, we are going to be focusing on just loosening up that tight abdominal and trunk region, as well as going down into those lower limbs. It's a perfect routine to get you up and ready for your day. So let's get straight into it. We are going to be seated in the center of our mat, and I want you to sit with your legs in a crisscross position. Let's lengthen that spine as we reach arms up towards the sky. Let's take a deep inhale, palms facing each other, and exhale, bringing those arms back in front of you, and inhaling, exhaling, lifting those arms back up. And I want you to lengthen that spine, stretch those arms up as much as you can. We're going to do 2 more of these. Deep breath in, exhale, lifting up, and inhaling as we drop down, and last one, lifting all the way up. Now I want you to lift those eyes towards the ceiling. We're going to inhale and exhale, extend that right arm over towards that left side as you stretch that right side of your body. And I also want you just to make sure that you keep those shoulders square, inhaling back to center, and keeping both hips on the mat as you're reaching. So the focus here is as you go from left to right, you're drawing that shoulder away from the hip while you keep those shoulders stacked, just opening each side of the body as you move. And now, as we're moving, we're going to add a look towards the side that we're reaching towards. And last one, coming back to center, bringing arms out into T-point. And I want your right hand to face the mat. We're going to take a deep inhale, exhale, reaching left arm up and overhead as you bring that right hand back behind you. And that's the movement. And we're rotating each hand as we go inwards and outwards. And again, just challenging yourself to reach as far as you can while you're working. Inhaling as we come to center, exhaling as we reach, bringing those arms back to T-point, lifting them up towards the sky as you reach forward out in front of you, and just drawing that chest towards the mat as you allow that back to stretch out. Let's walk our hands towards the right hand side and reaching that left arm towards that opposite corner as far as you can. While you're doing that, drawing that left shoulder into the mat as you extend and reach towards that corner. And deep breath. Let's walk back to center, slowly walking towards that other side. And reaching that right arm towards that left corner as you push your shoulders into the ground, and also pushing those glutes back onto the mat. Now slowly coming back to center, rolling yourself all the way back up. I want you to extend that right leg as you place that left foot into that right groin. And we're going to lift arms up and over, reaching that left arm overhead as you attempt to reach for that right foot. And slowly coming back to center as you reach that left arm over and extending, keeping that right ankle flexed. We're just reaching and drawing both shoulders towards the ground as you reach for the opposite back left corner, and lifting all the way back up and reaching up and over. And lifting back up for one more time, reaching that left arm and shoulder to that opposite back left corner along with that right arm and shoulder. And we're going to lift up, keeping that weight on that left hand. I want you to bend that right knee as you grab that right toe, extending that leg as far as you can as you look towards the opposite direction. Just allowing that stretch and allowing an activation in that core area as well as in that quad area. Looking straight down towards that left hand. Now slowly tucking that right foot into that left groin as you extend that left leg towards that side. Let's lift those arms up, bringing that right hand over towards that left foot. Slowly coming back up to center as you reach yourself over and towards that opposite right corner. Deep breath in, coming all the way back up and grabbing. Remember to keep those shoulders stacked, those hips stacked. And lifting back up, reaching over. And last one, lifting up, reaching towards that left, grabbing that, or attempting to grab that left toe with that right hand. And remember to keep those hips open. And reaching all the way to that opposite back corner, allowing that shoulder of that left side and that left trunk to stretch out. And slowly coming back up. Remember keeping your weight on that right hand, grabbing that left toe with that left hand and extending as you look down towards that right hand. Holding this pose, remember keeping that activation in that quad as you allow that stretch. Now slowly bending that knee and turning to the center of your mat, and we're going to extend arms out in front of us. We're going to place those knees and ankles fist distance apart. Deep breath in, exhale, opening that right shoulder towards that opposite right corner and looking over that shoulder as you work, inhaling to center, exhaling towards the other side. Let's do 2 more of these before we progress that movement. Extending both legs as you draw those knees into the mat and you're just rotating at that level of the spine. And last one on each side, inhaling to center and looking as far as you can. We're going to interlace hands behind your head, stacking that vertebra. Deep breath in, exhale, tucking in head, neck and chest, rounding that spine as you draw that chest towards, and again you're tucking in slight pressure onto the back of that neck as you reach forward. And now slowly reversing that movement to stack that spine. So we're just really working on that movement of each little vertebra as we stack, then tuck in, roll forward, reaching forward, keeping those ankles flexed. If you need to, you can bend those knees slightly. Let's do 2 more. Inhale, exhale, round and reach. Deep breath in, exhale, coming back up. Last one, we're just going to hold in this position for 10, 9, keep breathing. Lean a little bit more forward if you can. Now slowly coming back up into seated. Let's bring that right foot over that left thigh, and we're just going to rotate that left shoulder towards that right knee as you look over and across behind you over that right shoulder, keeping that back straight as you draw that knee in. Slowly extending that right leg as you bring that left foot over that right thigh, looking across and over as you bring that knee to that right shoulder. Slowly extending into seated. Thanks for joining me on the mat. I hope you feel so good and so revitalized after that morning mobility sequence. I look forward to seeing you in the next video.